Welcome to CCxRC. I'm your host, Tony CC, and today we've got something fun. We've got the WLToys 12428 finally in the studio here. I've wanted to get this car for a long time, but just haven't been able to. This thing has been shown a whole lot of love on YouTube, and yet people still wanted me to do an unboxing and review of it, even though there's tons of really great ones out there. So I'm excited that I'm able to review this and look at it for you guys. This one was sent to me by rcmoment.com to do the review, and this is the first thing that I've received from them, and so I'm looking forward to taking a look at it for you guys and excited about running it. I really like this style and size of car. You know that from the Feiyu FY07 and what I thought of that. Yet I think that this one's going to be a little bit better, and I'll show you and tell you why when we do the unboxing here coming up next. Alrighty, as you guys can see, this packaging came a little bit different than the rest. It is wrapped in plastic. It's got our addresses stuck on here, and it's got some tape just around the plastic. So we'll just cut in and see what we've got. And it is just going to be the actual truck box. So it's not going to be boxed in another box like some of them I get. This one is just going to be a protected casing. Alright, again, this shipped all the way from China. The box itself seems to have weathered the storm pretty well. Just a few little nicks in here. Not bad at all considering the journey that it's been on. And so this is the 1/12 scale WLToys, the 12428 or the 12428. So it's a basically like a desert buggy rock racer based off of the Twin Hammers. You'll hear that a lot. So there's quite a few of these. It's saying it does off-road, mountainous, rocky, desert, all different kinds of terrain. It's four-wheel drive and it's ready to run out of the package. You can see all the different stylings that they have for it displayed on their box. Especially if you look over here, they've got like the Polaris looking version, and this one has like fender flares and some things on it that make it a little bit different, and it does not have the fake light bar on the top. But overall, it's the same parts that are going to work in all of these. Here's some good stuff we want to point out. The specs on the side of the box here, guys. It's giving you the length, width, height of the car. The main thing though a lot of people look for is the wheelbase, which is 250 millimeter. Wheel span is 170 millimeter. Tire diameter 76 millimeters, and there's more about that. But it's a 540 can motor. It's got a lithium ion battery, 1500 milliamp hour, 7.4 volt, and lots of plastic, it's saying basically. So we'll go ahead and just open this up and see what we get inside the box. It says 50 kilometers an hour max, and I think that's going to be a little bit exaggerated. Actually, it looks like these lights might be working. I said they were fake lights, but there's actually an LED bar you can already see on the top here going behind these lights. So that's really cool. Let's go ahead and pull this out. I always like to see how they package things. And we're going to have our controller right away. And these other boxes just kind of lock the car in place. Alright, so here's what we get in the package. We're going to get our charger. I actually prefer this kind over the ones that come with the 2S, 3S ones, balance lead chargers. This plugs straight into a US outlet and has the cable right here for your balance leads. So I do prefer this because it's just easier for me to keep and store, and actually I will use this to charge these batteries. So you get a little wrench here, plastic wrench, and a screwdriver. So we're going to guess that we're going to have a lot of tiny screws that this would go with. So not going to be hexes on these. We'll take a quick look here at the manual as well. So it comes with an instruction manual that's going to have all your part diagrams, all of that kind of stuff. So you're going to get your controller here, and it's going to take 4 AA batteries, which is not bad. I prefer the ones that do 4 batteries instead of 6 or 8. The controller has a foam grip around the wheel here. It's got your on-off switch on the back here. Different mode settings here. This will be detailed in your manual. And then you've got your throttle dual rate and your steering trim. And so your throttle dual rate should be the amount of speed that it will go. And so I'm wondering if that's how it's actually set up, or if it's actually a throttle trim. Hopefully it's a dual rate, because that'd be great for younger kids to be able to dial it back to the max speed that they have. So I hope that's what it is. That's what it's labeled. And then it's a steering trim to set your true, your center. So if it's driving kind of and turning, you can adjust what it sees as center with that steering trim. So very cool if it has this throttle dual rate on this. I like seeing that on here. All right, you guys, we're not going to go into this car in super detail. There's a lot of videos out there already about this, but we want to give it a quick glance over, look over, and look at the components and the parts that are involved. It looks like a really sick truck, and I think it'll look really cool on my Monster energy drink refrigerator that I have down in the garage, just because of the color scheme on it. So it's gonna be one of my favorite looking trucks. I love the color scheme that they're using with this, and it goes really well with the CCxRC kind of design style that I like with the blacks and greens. So anyway, the car itself has independent front suspension. It's going to be Rock Racer style, so it's got a solid axle in the rear. As you can see here, independent suspension up front. The suspension feels pretty good. They do the front suspension is laying down. Now I'm going to tell you that this car does not come apart very easily with a couple of clips. It's more screws that you have to take apart to get at the innards. So we're not going to do that today. There are plenty of videos again that have done that. We'll just look at the components. So you can see up here there's some blue metal, anodized metal around your front differential, so you've got a little bit of support there and strength around that front diff. You can see here our arms, our lower arms in the front. What I like about this that I saw versus the Feiyu FY07 that I have is that this is running CVDs in the front, where the Feiyu FY07 is actually running U-joints or universal joint in the front on these drive shafts. So the thing that's better about this, in my opinion, is the way it connects at the differential. I put on some other metal parts instead of the plastic ones that were on the Feiyu, and they kind of got destroyed immediately, and the pins were coming out. This, we don't really have to worry about that too much with that dog bone style end here. We can see the big can motor in here if we pull this back, so it is a 540 can motor, which is nice. I don't know, we'll take a peek and see if we can see what's in here. Alright, so we've got our steering servo just inside there, tucked in. Again, you can see the shocks. Whole bunch of arms here on the top that are not adjustable for like camber and things like that. And they're not adjustable mounting points on the arms as well. So it pretty much is what it is, and I think that'll be fine for this car. The on and off switch is on the back, or on the bottom side here, and it's actually, the battery comes with a little charge. So I'll turn it on and show you the lights, the 6 bucket lights that are working LEDs with this car. Again, at the price point, it's a really great that it has these kind of features. It's got 5 wheels on it, 4 of them on the ground, 1 is a spare. All of them are working and usable. They feel pretty good. They're not the best tires, but for the cost, you're getting some foam in there, and you're getting a fairly grippy tire, so that's pretty impressive as well. Looking to the back of the car, one of the things that I also like about this compared to the Feiyu is going to be right here, the accessibility of this drive shaft for the rear. Because on the Feiyu I lost one of the grub screws right away that went into this, and had to tear the whole car apart in order to get to this inner drive shaft grub screw. With this one, it is accessible right here from the bottom of the car. You can get to both of these screws to be able to adjust this. Take it off, replace it if you want to get a metal one, for instance. So the front one's going to be harder to get to, but the front one is all metal. You can't really see it in there, but you can see the shiny metal bar going right there by my finger. So you do have a metal front drive shaft, and maybe this is underneath, I can't tell. Maybe under this plastic they've got some metal, but I doubt it. I bet it's a plastic drive shaft in the rear. And so I think that's the quick overview. We'll take a look at the battery and just show you guys what it came with, and make sure that it is in fact the 1500 milliamp hour lithium ion 2S that they say it comes with, which it is. As you can see here, 7.4 volt, 1500 milliamp hour. Should give you a good 12 to 15 minutes runtime with this vehicle, I would guess. And so that's cool. It does run Dean's style plugs, which I like as well. I've got a ton of batteries in that fashion. And so that just kind of makes me feel even better about this. I love when it comes with everything you need to really run it out of the box, minus the 4 AA batteries for the controller. So that's a quick look at it for an unboxing, guys. Alright guys, that's just a quick look at the WLToys 12428 that was sent for review by RC Moment. Be sure to check it out, guys, on their site. I'm really excited about getting this out on the dirt and in the grass for you guys to do a little review of it and show you how it operates and runs and what I'm able to do with it, and see what might break or might not break. So I'm hoping nothing breaks. I'm tired of breaking cars these days. I'll tell you what, I've got a lot of work to do on them. And so hopefully this one will hold up just fine, even with a little bit of a bashing that we'll give it here around the yard and on some of the trails. So if you like what you guys see here, make sure you leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of the studio. Tell me what you think about the car. And if you like the content that we have here on CCxRC, be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. And if you really like the content, hit the little bell next to it. It'll give you an alert every time we post new content for you guys. That's why we do this, is to give you guys great content and great reviews so you can see some of these things and decide what might be the best RCs for you. So thanks for tuning in. Have fun RCing, guys, and we'll catch you next time.